Hey, what's going on? Hope everybody in good spirits. I'm on a few different platforms, so bear with me. I'm just gonna touch on, do you see you? As in your worth, your value, how you classify yourself to be. Because we have this false sense of reality where we tell people, we worth this, we worth that. We got these goals, we gonna obtain this. I'm a problem, I'm gonna stand on this. I believe in this, I believe in that. But then when you look at your daily routine, it don't add up. You say you want to lose weight, but you said eating terrible. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome for the invite. Y'all say you want to eat better, but you're not doing better. You say you're going to promote better chance for yourself, make better decisions, but then you continue to play around. Once again, you playing with your livelihood. You playing for who you are, what you can become, what you channeling your inner purpose. Do you really see yourself? You look in that mirror. Do you see that positive, inspirational, grounded individual? Do you see that person in you? Do you see that person that can conquer mountains, that can surpass so much? Do you really see that person? Do you really see that person? Your actions gonna speak for itself. If you know that you see the way you see yourself, it gonna speak a lot. Your daily routine gonna speak a lot. The boundaries that you set is gonna speak a lot. The moments, those moments when you say no, you know it's a struggle for all of us to say no, right? People pleasers, because we all around. We say, oh, I'm not going to let a person, but then your family call you again. Guess what? You picking up that phone. That job calling you for them extra hours, and you knowing there's inconvenience for you, but you want to be there for them because you want to let them know your value. When we say we want to do more, but we continue to do less, we're going to say we're going to work on this project. How many years you going to keep working on this project? I want to do more for myself, but you're doing less. I ain't gonna let this person take advantage of me, but I love him. Or I love her. We say the same, so we sing the same song. We know the words to it. We know the words to it. But if you really got that fire within yourself and you want to do better, you don't have to wait till no New Year's resolution to do it. If you really want to push yourself, stop trying to get wrapped up with doing for everybody else. I got to do for everybody. I want them to see. I want them to see. And then when you do it, they don't care. And now you bitter. Now you upset. Now you mad at them because they didn't give the hip hip parade. They didn't throw the party for you. They didn't flip backwards for you. They didn't go tell a friend. And now you gave up. All that hype, all that enthusiasm, it left. It left. What are you really doing it for? When you stop worrying about how everybody gonna respond, what other people gonna think, and just produce your own results. The one that's gonna be there is gonna be there. The one that's not is not gonna be there. We gotta stop getting wrapped up with the ones around us, because we definitely got the ones around us that they support. They happy that we can't see. Think about this. If a person can profit off of you being blind, why would it teach you how to see? I'm gonna say that again. If a person can profit off of you being blind, why would it teach you how to see? We got these fans and we got these friends and family that we continue to be around, but they're distractions. That relationship is a distraction. That dead end job is a distraction. But we continue to promote and tell ourselves we got to be around them for that companionship. That tell you where your self-esteem is. If you're gonna stand on business or stand on whatever you want to tell yourself, you have to really do something different. You want to say no. You want to hang up that phone, walk out that building. I know it's not that easy. Get training. The more you're trained, the more competent you are, the more confident you are in whatever you need to do. You can't say I want to make this change and apply myself and be more into this. But then when it comes down to pressure, because once again, a Band-Aid, I repeat, a Band-Aid ain't going to stop the bleeding, but pressure will. Everybody want to be a diamond until it's time to get cut. That cutting shows proof on where you are. You're gonna need those challenges. We gotta stop running away from pressure, things that's uncomfortable for, things that we're unfamiliar with. We have to tell ourselves we want more for ourselves. And we gotta go through it. We can't go around, we're gonna have to go through that fire. That's the best way to see the worth of a diamond, right? Put it through a furnace. We all throw off these quotes. We all throw out these lines of, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. Then when the challenge come, get somebody else to do it. What you doing? Like really, what you doing? I want to be better. I want to do better. Get into an environment, webinar, seminar, whatever steps you need to take. We can do this type of stuff. It's capable. It's in reach of us. Back then, we was limited. We not anymore. We worry about all these holidays, all these big moments where we need to be celebrated. You put into everybody else. But what about you? What about you? You want to, but. It's always if ands. It's always if ands. I would, if only, if only, if only, if only. How can I make a difference? Get up. How can I make an impact? Trying, making an effort. Consistency, discipline. Stop crying for you. Ain't nobody here to save you. You got to save yourself. You got to support yourself. You got to support yourself. It is so challenging. We get these false sense of, if a person only do this for me, I'll be still doing what I'm doing now. But you can do it now. What you waiting on? Get up. Well, think about how we was when we had a support system. Give yourself that same energy. You know how when somebody else got something going on, we quick, let me know if you need me. Let me know if you need me. Well, you need you. You got to be your own B12. You got to really inspire yourself to make that difference. And it's going to come. The change is going to come. The process is going to come. The victory is going to come. If somebody else you see making it and you haven't yet, support them, celebrate them. Because best believe your time coming. And when it's coming, they're going to give you that same energy or not. But the right ones that need to be there is going to be there. Anchor yourself to your truth. Anchor yourself to your passion. We cried a lot of days. We slid down the walls a lot of days. We fought through a lot of things. We that close, that inch, that centimeter, that yard, we right there. And no need for us to want to give up because I don't feel like we can start being real with ourselves. We say we don't like liars. We say we don't like people that betray us, but you're betraying yourself. Your goals, your accomplishments, you betrayed yourself. You hold everybody else accountable but you. When you mess up, how do you punish you? How do you punish you? Good question, right? I want this man to be like this or be like that, or I want this woman to be like this, be like that. How you prepping yourself? Everybody want to be married. What you looking for in that wife and that husband, make sure as their counterpart, you can be that person that they want. We hear a man tell a woman, I want to be married, I want to be this. Okay. Then ask her, what is she looking for in a husband? Vice versa. Ask that husband, that man, what are you looking for in a wife? And make sure you can add up to being what they want them to be, because if not, it's going to be a downfall. Think about your requirements, not your requests, but you can request some things, but make sure it's instilled in them. Because your value system may not be the same. Your spirituality may not be the same. Message. We stress so much. I want this. Go get it. Why you don't deserve it? Ask yourself them questions. Why can't you have it? That blessing is just as available to you as it is to the next person. That drive, that opportunity, that relationship, that peace, you deserve that. Why not? Because what you've been through, what somebody kept you from, okay? Get to it now. It's tighten up now. Let's go ahead. We 10 toes down, right? We stand on business, right? We pressure, right? Or are we? We pressure only way around certain people. We take care of business only when people are watching. We upstanding citizens when ones are cheering and supporting us. Questionable behavior. If you really support what you support and you stand on what you stand on, get back up. Get back at it. We procrastinate too much. We letting fear, doubt, worry bully us. Fight back. Them thoughts, you letting them go in your head over and over. It's easy to be down on yourself. It's easy to second guess yourself. It's easy to do that. Well, how can I change my mindset? What you read, what you watch, who you around. You need to implant yourself in that environment where you can see and feel and breathe growth and development. You want to be uplifting, you want to challenge yourself, you want to be in that environment, but you're around the same people that's stunting your growth. They stunting your growth. They stunting your growth. I get people that come to my gyms, people that I counsel. They'll tell me, well, I want to do this, but I don't know how. Every journey starts at one step. Every journey starts at one step. That one step turned to two, and two turned to three. Addition turned into multiplication. And you going up from there. Stop waiting on your family and friends. Stop waiting on your family and friends. I've been knowing them since then. Okay, they're not going to be there later. Y'all will grow apart. People will break up with you. People are going to let you down. Disappointments are inevitable. Misery is optional. If you want to choose to lay in that cesspool, then stay there. Don't cry for help, but then when it comes, say, I don't want to get on the boat because I don't trust them. Then what are you saying? Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? So many moments in our life we let pass us by that we've been asking for from years and years and years and years. We've been crying to people over and over and over. We've been singing that same song at the top of our lungs. And the moment they get there, that door right there, you don't want to open it. What you scared of? What you scared of? I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nothing. Why you didn't get that business off the ground? Why you didn't go for that job that you wanted? Why you didn't work on your anger management? Why you didn't work on your stress management? Why you didn't help yourself become a better person? That trauma, them soul ties. Why you didn't do that? Because you don't have the time, right? We love to say that. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the money. When I looked you up on social media, I see the money because it's on you. You buying this up here and there. I see the time because you at every little festival environment. I see the energy because you up posting. Middle of the night, top of the morning. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Priorities. Just say you're not a big priority for yourself. You don't believe in yourself the way that you believe in others. You don't feel as though you can do it because you don't have this or you don't have that. But what do you have? You're watching everybody else's success stories and you're irritated by them because they made it and you didn't. Your time coming. You strong enough. You smart enough. You talented enough. You have the same resources. You can't obtain them. We fight so much of what we don't have and what we can have in our life. Believe in yourself. Stop with the fear. Stop with the doubt. Stop with the worry. Start pouring into yourself. Start your morning the same way when you brush your teeth, when you take a shower. Positive affirmations. Uplifting music for the spiritual one. Spiritual music. Watch some sermons. Anything to get you in that mind frame. And don't think because you did it once or twice, you don't got to do it no more in a day. You're going to keep getting constantly attacked. You're going to keep getting in situations where you have to challenge yourself in discipline. Go back to your training. When you're stressed out, listen to that uplifting music. When you're feeling doubt, go to that gratitude. Exercise that gratitude. When you feel that worry, remember, worrying ain't adding an extra hour to your day, and you're not losing anything by worrying. You stressing yourself out over and over, doubting yourself, questioning yourself. You got that down to a science. You have a black belt and beating yourself up. What we really doing for ourselves? How are we really going out there getting a job done? Same when we go to these jobs and make sure they perform, we being at our best because we want that approval, that attention. You need to do the same thing for yourself. You're an investment. You're a profit. Just imagine what you do for yourself if you really poured into yourself. You really went to those webinars, seminars, talk to those positive influences. Get the ball rolling. Some of us is better. We better because we didn't get as far as we know we can go. And we told ourselves that we can make it there, but our confidence stopped us. That situation stopped us. Oh, well, we got family. They need us. They need us. They need us. Okay. Okay. So don't complain to people. Don't complain you don't have no help, and then when you get the help, you don't want it. Don't fight the reality of things. Look at your life for what it is. You don't got to run off and tell nobody. You see your life for what it is. Accept it. I need to do better. So do better. What do you see yourself the way you need to? Your reality. Sometimes you have to give yourself the ugly truth versus the pretty lie. Outside of design, outside of the fitted caps, outside of the lace front, the extensions, all that. Look at yourself and what you have become. That relationship, it broke you. That job, that broke you. That marriage, it broke you. Pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. It's so heart-wrenching when you see yourself and look at far as what happened to you 20 years ago. And you allowing the enemy to damage and destroy 20 more years of your life down the way. Because you holding on to what you harboring, you hoarding to those things that happened to you. That was 20 years ago. That was 30 years ago. You in your 40s and 50s now. You in your 40s and your 50s now and you still mad? You still bitter? Life and went on. Challenges that went on. Opportunities is there. One thing I've learned, if I can't find an opportunity, I have to create one. If an opportunity don't knock, I got to build it at the door. I don't just say these things because they sound good. I practice, I exercise, I execute these things. You got to get your mind ready to what you need to do. Get your blueprint, set your game plan. Go off of your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Once you're aware of them, you know how to move. Key points of what you need to walk away from. Key things you need to stand on. Some things you want to leave alone. That argument, it's not worth it. Do I want to improve the argument, or I want to raise my voice? Do I want to keep fighting a losing battle, or I just go ahead and leave it on? You right, you got it, you got it. We fight so much over things that we don't need to be fighting over. We argue over things that ain't worth arguing. What you arguing about it for? What does that argument remind you of? We jump on these social media platforms and attack people for things that we have going on within ourselves. We feel like it's our right to speak on it, to stress it. to let them know what's up. How about you let them doubts, them fears, them traumas within yourself know what's up? How about you get them out your life? How about them people that keep calling you and draining you every time you notice when you're around a person, when you get done arguing with them or talking to them, you feel drained, depleted, burnt out. It took all the energy from you. All the distractions took all the energy from you. My mom and my daddy, they love me. Yeah, they do. But you got to start loving yourself. People, we're humans. We're going to let each other down. We're going to disappoint each other. That's okay. That's all right. Ain't the end of the world. Once again, you still got to depend on you, though. You got people depending on you. If you woke up today, if you watching this video right now, then that means you got an opportunity to do something different, to make something of yourself. You have a chance to do something different. The sun hit your face, not your grave. We whine and complain. Oh, it's too hot. Oh, it's too cold. Oh, it's too this. Oh, it's too that. Oh, it's too cold. Talk to a quadriplegic person. They'll do anything to feel this type of cold. Oh, it's too hot. Oh, it's too this. Oh, it's too that. You got a roof over your head. You running water. You probably don't have the best food, but you're eating. You got gas. Some of us got cars. Some of us got legs. We forget those moments. But when we go through something real and overwhelming, first thing we want to bring up is the moment we get this, we're going to start appreciating it more. Appreciate your family and friends. Give people their flowers now. Don't wait till they pass away to want to acknowledge how great of a person they was. Take a moment and reflect. Be thankful for the small things, and the big things going to come. It may not be now, it may not be later, it might be a few years. Be patient. There's ones out here that can help you, that can renew your mind, unlearn and relearn. There's people out there. There's real people out there that care. They gonna like the things that you like, support you in the way you need to be supported, correct you in private, and support you in public. There's people out there. There's no, I know I need to do this, but if you know, then why don't you do it? Why won't you do it? Why won't you do it? It's for you. We got all these sayings, all these quotes, all these scriptures, all this and that. But what defines us? How do you define yourself? What examples that you use? What things that you walk away from? That friend, you're going to have to let go. That girlfriend, that boyfriend, they're not adding to you. They're subtracting from you. We want to do so much more for ourselves, but we don't want to get away from the people that's been stunting our growth, that's been holding us back, that's been continuing to drag us in the mud. And we always give them another chance again. We forgiving them when we start forgiving ourselves for the dumb decisions that we make, for the people that we let down, how we let ourselves down. Those goals, those dreams keep popping in your mind for a reason. They popping in your mind for a reason. And you keep putting it on the back burner and getting wrapped up with distractions. What's going on social media? What's going on with this? You don't have to announce all the moves you're making. Sometimes move in silence. Sometimes you can move in silence. I have people in my gyms because I train people and I also counsel people as a trauma specialist. I have so many people who ask me, how do I approach myself to be positive? I tell them this is, me being positive is not a joke. It's not entertaining. This is my way of life. This is who I am as a person. Of course, I'm always going to support that. We don't do that enough for our supporting people posts. You know, certain ones, especially males, they like to jump out and, jump in people's DMs instead of just being there for a person. And I was taught to really support people as much as I can because we all need each other some form, way, or fashion. And I like to be the example I want other people to be. But yeah, I appreciate that positive motivation. Always, when I get a chance to see a post pop up, I try to do my part to, because I know the engagement plays a big role. Them likes play a big role. We trying to get monetized out here, one way or another. Inspire somebody. Well, make a difference. Get our business off the ground. But like I tell ones, it's a big deal to really self-care. That's a big deal. Emotional intelligence, that's a big deal. The anger, the resentment, the bitterness, we gotta weed that. We gotta weed it out of our garden. We can't sit there and stress so much of what somebody's not doing enough of us. Oh yeah, I'm always gonna push that. That's my DNA. I mean, I've been through the worst though, so it only makes sense though. It only makes sense for me to, because we need more videos. We need more people that really showing that. We have people that proclaim to be that. You know, we got all these gurus that saying they want to look at me, look at me, look at me. But how you help your community? How you helping your family? How you helping your friends? How do I know a person is trustworthy? I'm watching how you treat somebody else that you don't need. That you don't know that means the world to you. That could be a millionaire. I want you to treat that janitor the same way you treat that CEO. That stranger the same way you do your best friend. Walk it like you, come on, that order. Walk it like you talk it. I mean, we always say we care about people until they hurt our feelings, or until they let us down, or until we found some disturbing news or a rumor about it. But instead of us investigating it, guess what we do? Get into our feelings. We get into our feelings. And then we get to coming off with these crazy theoretical situations. Talk to that person. Be respect to that person, but nah, you have so much people that did you in and did you wrong, you feel like this person might be the same individual. And they not. Then when it come out to you being wrong, now you want to apologize in silence. No, don't apologize to me in private. That same disrespect that you did out here, that was just as loud. I need that same energy when you're apologizing. Don't, when you realize you're wrong, try to buy me something. No, we're going to address the real elephant in the room. We really going to address the real elephant in the room. What we need to do different. How we need to be better. Hold yourself accountable. We quick to hold somebody else accountable. If somebody hit our car, knock something down in our crib, did something to our kids. But then when you talk about how you let yourself down, that goal that you were supposed to achieve, you didn't achieve it. That person you're going to stop dealing with, you continue to deal with it. What we doing? What we really doing? Oh, it's so easy to get wrapped up in miscellaneous stuff. Random affairs. When you think about all that entertainment, all that stuff is ice sculpture. It's a sandcastle. It lasts for a moment. How about you go into who you are? Wondering why you keep getting mad when somebody cut you off in traffic. Why when somebody yell at you, you feel like they trying to challenge you? Why you feel the need to use violence to solve an issue that could be simply solved in a conversation? Why misunderstanding be such a big deal for you? Why you feel like you know everything and you don't? Why do you have a complex for asking for help? Why is it challenging to receive help? Why do you feel as though certain people question your merit? If I'm speaking up, it doesn't mean that I don't care about you. If I'm asking you a question, you don't have to feel guilty because I brought up a fact about you. Some of us have felt guilty in our upbringing because we spoke up and somebody made us feel like we were being disrespectful. How many of us been there? We all have. Think about when you was young and you was speaking the truth. Somebody spazzed on you. Oh, and now they made you feel inadequate. They took your voice away. They took your voice away. Your thought process. You can't speak up. Think for yourself. Think about this as a child. We all been through it. We had a moment we worked so hard and we didn't get no acknowledgement or good job. And we got wrapped up with the more work we do, the more respect and love that we get. Instead of our parents, our family treated, loving us just for who we are. Think about those moments where we didn't have them telling us we always had to do something extraordinary to get the good job. I'm so proud of you. Why you just can't be proud of me just because of who I am? Because now you're going to have me chasing accomplishments and looking for your approval. And once I don't get it, then I'm bitter and I'm irritated. Then I jump through another hoop and another hoop and another hoop. So there's no self-love there. I'm looking for external validation. Then if I can't get it from my mom and dad, I'm gonna look for it in a relationship. Now I'm gonna become a people pleaser. Now we're gonna continue and act as if this person means something to us, but it's not really the person. It's more of what they can give us because we're broken. And when we're broken and our vision kind of blurred, we do things and subject ourselves to desperate things because temptation and our self-esteem go hand in hand. When your self-esteem is kind of broken, you do things outside of your character, outside of your principles. And now you're looking at people funny. Self-care, self-love is important. Respecting yourself is important. You want to let a person know, oh, this is what I'm going to accept. Once they cross you, give them a measure of understanding. That wasn't cool. I don't appreciate that. If they continue, if you stay in that situation, the first time it happened, you're a victim. But the second time it happened, and you're still there, you become a volunteer. You become a volunteer. You cannot tell a person, I don't know why they keep doing me like that. Ask yourself why you keep accepting it. That's a bigger question. Why do you keep accepting it? Why do we feel as though you'll let a person time and time again do you in, use you, treat you like a disposable razor, walk on you like a rug? I'm tired of people walking on me. Get off the floor. Get off the floor. Be the change you want other people to be. Boundaries is important. Saying no, that's important. Saying let me think about it, stop letting people draw you in a situation you ain't think about. Then later on, you're going to tell yourself, my mind told me I shouldn't have did this. I knew I should have. So why you didn't? You so wrapped up with that companionship, that friendship, that bond that you have with that person, you don't want them to look at you different. I'm just saying, reality check. We got to understand who we are and what we worth and what we need. People learn to treat you by what you tolerate, right? That is what I heard. We'll learn to treat you by what you tolerate. If you telling me you're not finna stand for this and I do it and you sit around me, you know what that's telling you? I can do it again. It's not really a principle because there was no consequences. There was no actions being taken. So that told me, oh, I can pull it on you again. You ain't going nowhere. Then later on, you mad and bothered. I don't feel hurt. I don't feel respected. Your respect was thrown out the window the moment you let that stuff slide. Time and time again. How many times is it going to take? A person got to put their hands on me one time for me to know we in a fight. I don't have to let a person hit me and I'm asking, what we doing? What? I'm fighting. Put your hands up. See if them hands work. Do not let a thief into your house and tell him what he can or can't take. He a thief. The nature of a person is who they are. And no matter what they've been through, it's not your job to get them out of that slump. You can assist them. Don't give a person crutches and they can walk. Don't feel like you obligated to help them because you were neglected in your livelihood. And you want to make sure that this don't happen to them. So you're going to do this, that, and the other. Flip backwards for them. Become an acrobat for a person. And then one moment they use you, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to use you and keep it moving. And now you're going to bring up what all you did for them. I did this for them. I did that for them. I did this willingly. See, you brought it up as if you were doing that the goodness of your heart, but you wasn't. You were doing it because you were expecting reciprocation. Be clear and concise. I'm doing this because I'm expecting this to happen to me down the way. And I'm going to help you in areas that I can help you in, but I also need reciprocation. One, learn to treat you by what you tolerate. One, learn how to treat you by what you tolerate. Stop and accepting anything and everything. But then you want some person to treat you as if you're this person. Govern yourself as such. If you're an adult, get your emotions in order. Learn when to walk away. Learn when to hang up. Learn when to eliminate yourself from the situation. Stop charging a dead battery. We gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that. We practice all this. We listen to all this music. That music is shaping how you thinking. Think about the name of the number one song. Remember how it was back in the day? We had music that was uplifting. It told females they was queens and men need to be this way and this and that. Now these days, they're degrading the females, making the females thinking the guy don't mean nothing, and that's shaping it up here. Listen to how one talk now. I want a man to be like this. That probably ain't your thing. That's not really what you want, but that's what's popping. That's what's cracking right now. But think about what you really care about. Values is important. Principles is important. Values, principles, morals. I want to know what your integrity like. I want to know what your definition of trust is. I want to get to that. What's your definition of family? What's your definition of love? Because I could grow up in a loving environment. You can grow up in a survival. Love to me is covering you. Love to you could be making sure nobody harm me. Our definitions could be different. A lot of miscommunications and fallouts came from it really came from my understanding versus yours. I never asked you. I get wrapped up with your sundressing with sundressing. Or you get wrapped up with my money. You know what I'm saying? And all that's supposed to be hitting on something. But you never got to know how I earned it, who you are to me. What's my definition of myself? When you meet a person, you meet the representative. You don't meet who they really are, because that's what we do on social media. Show our gut side. Bop, 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 bop. We ain't even tell you, oh man, you just like I had this counseling session with this guy. He had his kid with him. Everybody thought he was such a decorated father. Oh, look at him with his kid. Oh, he doing so much. What they didn't know is he ain't seen his kid in 10 years. He just got out of jail. But once again, perception is not always reality. And now ones want to give that person a chance, not knowing his track record. Get to know a person. See them in different environments. See them when they lose a family member, how they deal with stress, with work, when they're not feeling at the best. And really, that's how you're going to find out who they are, because they're not filtered in. They in raw form. Exactly. It's not always reality. It's definitely not. We put these false images out here, though. This person is it. This person is that. I can't believe this person did me in. Red flags. But you know how when we like somebody, we bend the rules a little bit. But people that we don't like, we stand on it. Nope, I'm not going for this. But when you like a person, or they move in a little certain type of direction, or they kind of swing a little bit for you, then you kind of compromise. Then you move the goalposts. Then when they do you what the other person did to you, I'm going to put this as a topic this week. Okay. It is things for ones to measure on. When you really care about somebody, you got to think about yourself. Don't lose yourself in the identity of somebody else. We have a bad tendency where we have a means of pushing ourselves to be something with somebody, be their everything. Then you look up, you don't know what you like anymore, what you care about. Don't idolize a person. You can love them. You don't need to idolize them, though. We idolize them so much. We try to make them out. We try to worship. That's a bad deal. Do you think men and women are equal? Females are the estrogen, men are testosterone. When I say that, I mean females. I define females as, hold on, I'm on 2 different platforms, so bear with me. Females need water. Water is broken down in words of affirmation, attention, time, effort, and romance. Men need respect, honor, submission, and a safe space. Females need that as well, but men, since we don't have an environment where we can push ourselves out there in that light, we have a tendency to suppress a lot. That's why you see a lot of men running around here with a whole bunch of aggression. When you see men that's overly aggressive, you know what that says? They highly feminine, as in they never had that masculine structure. Wasn't coached. They wasn't fathered right, and they react in such a impulsive type of way instead of thinking about the consequences of their actions. So yeah, they're not equal. Females that say they want to be equal until it's time to do manly stuff or something that's a little bit too overwhelming. Now you need a man. And when men say females ain't nothing, but you chasing the same type of females that are doing you, reacting instead of listening. Exactly. Too impulsive. It's just like crossing the street. You look both ways, right? When you check in the car and you buying a car, why can't a woman not let a man take care of her fully? Think about the upbringing. Science and psychology teach me that women have that way of, think about when you was younger, or maybe somebody you was cool with when you was younger. They told you as long as that man can provide, as long as he don't hurt you, he a good man. But make sure you have your own money though, for the just in case. So they prepping this in your mind as a young kid. The just in case. Think about the show. Remember back then in the 80s and 70s, it was all about family and unity. Now they got reality shows that's promoting we doing this, and the music is saying the same thing. So all of that stuff around you is shaping your reality. So it's got you governing yourself as such, where I feel like it's popular to cheat, to mess around, to deal with multitudes. Social media got that stuff out. Is it single? Or what are women telling women to say? Exactly. Trauma, and ones don't address trauma enough. They use that word around like, oh, trauma it is. But I don't think it's trauma because you got everybody around you that's promoting your behavior. So if you got a multitude of promoting your behavior, guess what you're going to think you're doing? What you're supposed to be doing. You don't got nobody accountability, and you ain't taking one, they teach you responsibility, and you're not around a stable, a functional, healthy set of people. Guess what you'll continue getting? NASCAR, going in circles over and over, misleading yourself. And ones be thinking that's up okay because they got the nice designer, they got the nice lace front, they got the nice car, the nice crib. So what they say is golden. Or they got 50,000 people, 100,000 members, subscribers. So guess what they saying is golden. But they haven't shown no type of proof. Accountability is something most cannot accept. That's kryptonite. Accountability, men and women have an issue with that. Men don't like to be wrong, and females don't like to apologize. Because, men was always taught to figure it out. You need to struggle on your... Females don't apologize. Females, think about what you had growing up. It was a quick situation. I'll give an example to this group I did as counsel. When you was a kid and your mom did you wrong, guardian did you wrong, so to speak, and they was wrong, they didn't apologize to you. A man will give you the world of you. Exactly. I definitely agree with that. I promote that as much as possible. I teach boys how to be men, but it's kind of hard when a man don't feel valued or respected, or he's have an influence in that livelihood or that person that he's around. He gonna stop because he like, you don't appreciate it. If you trying to challenge me as such, you my competition, you my opposition. That's not how relationships should be. But ones go away from that because they feel as though I can do this, I can do that. It's all about money. No, it's all about unification. Being submissive is trusting, being vulnerable, really letting your guard down, allowing you. A man allows a female a safe space where they can be feminine, where they can be vibrant. Because the better she feeling, he gonna feel away 10 times as much. But men don't like to put that energy when it comes to. I try to allow men to speak their truth for the woman to listen because this app is. Come on, it definitely is. It's definitely tearing it down. But then men as well as women got to take that accountability and start to learn and start to go out and research. And they really have to find themselves, get in those environments, get around those type of people. Because if you don't want to do it, it's like ones of, what they say, lead the horse to the water. You don't want to do that. You just want to get them thirsty. But then you want to make sure they know the difference, the pros and cons, the ups and downs. If you're not in tune in this area, it is like order operations of math. With math, you got to show your work before you get the answer. So we both looking at it together. So if it's not adding up, we'll go back to the order of operations. We skip measures and think we can take this shortcut and get these type of results. Not reality. It's not reality. When I counsel people, we always get to the root of things, but we have a regular conversation. I don't talk like I'm bigger than you, I'm better than you, because I was that person. I was neglected. I did go through the self-esteem issues. I did go through the traumas. I did go through the abuse. I did feel inadequate who I was. I did have high anxiety, but I had to really get around those people and get that help I need because I don't want to keep bleeding on people who didn't cut me. And that's what a lot of people do. Submission, control, aggression are trigger words. Yeah, yep. Submission, control, trigger words for most on this platform. Indeed. What's cracking? What's cracking? Ones don't like to push themselves in that environment and really be a better them. They say, I want to do better and stuff, but they don't want to be better. Everybody want to give a list of what they want in a relationship, but they don't want to become that list. If I want a good job and the job require me, think about job requirements. If they require you to be this, I got to prep myself so I can make sure I'm part of the discussion. I want to be in deleted files. I got to put that work and that effort in. Think about when guys like a car, what they do. They maintenance it, they clean it up like crazy. When they like a video game, they spend a lot of time with that. But when they get in these relationships or get married, they become part-time. You did all that work to get the person. You want the job? Come on, exactly. They want the job, but don't want the task that's required. And that's the reality of certain stuff. It's people that say so much, oh, I want to do this, but when it comes to what you got to do to be that person, oh, no, I don't want it that bad. I want to lose the weight, but you don't want to lose it that bad. I want to stop eating. I want to continue to act and indulge and still get the good results. We're looking for shortcuts. Sometimes hard work gonna be talent all day because talent don't work hard. It's easier said than done with a lot of people. You want a marriage and a family, but not ready for it. Yeah, exactly. Some people, exactly. They want the marriage, not ready for real work, thinking it should be easy. Because one's got them thinking, oh, moment I get this, I do my part, that's it. Every day is a constant effort when you want to improve yourself and evolve. And in a relationship, you want to be better than what you was. You want them to fall in love with you over and over. Because if you're in a long-term relationship, long-term anything requires maintenance. One's a woman, they just want to, because all these options is out here. Consistency, exactly. Consistency, discipline, resilience. You have to really be tied to a source and get a recharge because we don't do that enough. We say we want the help and we want to do this and want to do that when it's convenient. When you feel like it, you want to do it when you don't feel like it. When we parents, it's not part-time. You don't pick, okay, Monday through Wednesday I'm gonna be a parent, then Thursday on out I'm not. And that'd be the sad reality, and it'd be really challenging for people. This is why when I talk to a lot of men, young men, older men, women, we have a real conversation. I'm not here to attack people or say what decision they done was crazy, because I was stupid at one point. I was misleading at one point. I was ignorant to a lot of things because I didn't want to change my belief system. I didn't want to change what culture taught me. 'Cause I figured this is the way of the law of the land, and it wasn't. Because when I found myself in them same predicaments as I got older, the same way I was when I was younger, in the same relationships that I was, it was a cycle that was telling me things ain't adding up. And those are the moments where you have to really tell yourself, what you gonna do about it? What's stopping you? Is it worth it? Are you worth it? And if so, every journey starts in one step. Every journey starts in one step. Hold on, I'm fixing this other platform real quick. But it's really a big deal for us to really have these real uncomfortable conversations. And the purpose of me jumping on these platforms is to reach out to people from different states, different countries, because we need different perspectives. Certain ones be thinking because they don't see the glamorous lifestyle, or they have the glamorous lifestyle to make them happy. How many celebrities have we seen that was on point and they had a drug addiction, or addiction somewhere else, or they end up unaliving themselves because they was empty. They never got here together. They never got here together. They never addressed some real issues. And now it got too big for them, man. Now they're a distant memory. Now they're a hashtag. They never took the time to really analyze, introspect, retrospect, regulate them real emotions, see where the emotions stem from. Even if I disagree with everything you said, the listening. Even if I disagree with everything you just said, the listening was done. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. But certain ones just have an issue because if my way is not your way, or this is how I was taught, so this is how the world should be. Delusional. One don't like to be challenged. Don't challenge my belief system. Don't challenge the way I was brought up. Don't challenge what work for me. We're in different walks of life. We all need help. We all need support. We all need the right people around us to uplift us. If you look around, most people will just respond, exactly. Exactly. Y'all keep up with yourself, because I see some of your stuff from time to time, not petition you. Most people just respond not to listen. We disagree. Exactly. But one got that talk because, once again, the upbringing, you seen your mom and dad snap at people and talk to them all type of ways, so you feel as though, I got to say something, think and process it. Nope, because if it don't tie to your belief system or what you know, you go against, you're going to deflect it because it's outside of your teaching, so it got to be wrong. Because your mom and dad, they knew everything. They had everything in order. They didn't teach you everything because we don't understand tolerance. We don't understand patience. We don't understand conflict resolution. We don't understand how to create a safe space. We don't really know the true definition of respect. We don't really understand the communication. There's a sender, a receiver, and feedback. We don't understand emotional intelligence, but we throw it out there. Oh, yeah, I got this, I got that. Until somebody close to you trigger you. The ones under 25 get it harder. Because love is not something people respect. Yeah, that's true. But that's where the older influences come in. And they got to come in and continue to breathe with them the best way they can. The sports people, because the sports figures seem to be the role models. The music. You know, that's the thing that what's being promoted is shaping everybody's concept right now. Well, a big portion of people in the world. But yeah, it's definitely challenging to see certain people. But once again, if I can impact 3 people out of 10 or 2 or 1, I'm making a difference. And you're doing the same thing with some of the issues that you bring up. Because once again, one that I can always respond, they don't respect the elders and the youth, still just doing what's popular, hookup culture. Exactly. You're right. I get it all the time. I get people that challenge me, and once again, in some areas, like you said, don't get your pearls to swine. Some ones I can impact, I'd impact. Some ones I don't. They still listening to what you're saying. They may not be reciprocating, they may not properly digesting it, but they can't say that they wasn't taught or they didn't have the options or the means to better themselves because it's available to us. But if you don't want to, you're not. And I just focus on who I can impact. Some ones that start and stop, that's okay. I mean, we all been there. How many times in our upbringing, when we was kids, we fought hard. We was hard-headed. Nobody told me nothing. Exactly. That be so much. We fight so much of what's good for us because we focus on what's good for us, but not what's healthy for us. It's definitely challenging, but like I said, it's still a good process. The difference that you are making is impacting one person, that's a generation. If you can get somebody right, help them, teach them with their anger issues, I am blessed in upbringing, so I like to share it. Exactly. And if ones that share more, ones like the gatekeep so much, but it's okay if you can help somebody, reach somebody, or point them in the right direction where they can get a better job, better livelihood, help them with their anger, help them with their issues, help them with anything that seems to be overwhelming for them. Because we all need peace. We all need serenity. We all say we want it anyway. Some of us attracted to drama, miscellaneous type of stuff, things that teach you, man, come on. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. And that's what I said. If you want to ask a fish how to catch a fish, you ask a fisherman. And, ones need that. And in time, when ones want to get better, those resources, those environments will be there. It'll definitely be there. Because back then, we didn't have all this stuff. So now it's right at your fingertips for you to be in a better position, for you to help you maintain your relationship, your marriage, who you are as a man, who you are as a woman, to really shape on who you are as a person. We all want to be in this place. We all want people to be this and that for us, but what are you being? Scotty, what's up? What's up? That's why I try to get on these platforms and do videos as much as I can to impact certain people, because some people need different perspectives. Everybody think they're going to be this and be that and stuff, but you need to prepare yourself for the worst case scenario or whatever you got going on. I don't get wrapped up with a lot of worldly things that be going on, because if it don't impact my account, my gas, my little ones, or help me up here, it's okay. I don't mind watching entertaining stuff from time to time, but I'm not going to exhaust myself with stressing for people to get better for yourself. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm gonna be doing. If you're there for me, if you're not, if you support me or if you don't support me, if you care about what I said, if you don't care about what I said, it's not gonna stop me. It's over 8 billion people in the world. I'm gonna impact somebody. I'm gonna make a difference somewhere, and I'm gonna continue to keep moving in my truth. I'm gonna keep moving in my merit. I'm gonna keep moving in my gratitude. And I'm gonna keep exercising that regardless. I don't hope for certain people, and I ask a lot of people to keep moving. Exactly, you got to. I mean, right when you get ran over, I mean, that's how I was taught. As a fighter, as a man, as a counselor, I do the same thing. I don't be a chameleon for everybody that I come around. Either you add to my life or you subtracting. I'm not here to force feed you and stuff like that. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there on that table. Either you gonna digest it or regurgitate it. You're gonna do something with it though, and I'm good with that. I mean, regardless, when the group I just counsel, we had a quick conversation over 5 traits that seem to be impactful. Well, you thought about 5 things that you thought who you are as a person. You wrote them down, who I am, whatever the case may be. Then you write what 5 relationships you've been in, or 4 or 3. Then you look in them relationships. And then you see who you was, because people like to say, I ain't fake, I ain't this. Yeah, you were. You was artificial. You was taught to be this way. Because think about who you was when you was younger. Our parents brought us around people that we didn't want to be around. Bond with our cousins that we didn't realize, so it allowed us to treat us to be around fake people. And now we move over, now we got friends. Now in our relationships, we're being fake, we're being artificial. We're agreeing with things that we really don't approve of. We going for the things that we should be pushing back in. We entertaining certain stuff that we know is against our character. And we don't think about that stuff. We don't realize that type of stuff. Our upbringing have a lot to do with the way we think, the way we react, the way we say things, the jargon, our patterns. We got them from somewhere. Oh, I don't like liars. Why you keep lying to yourself? I ain't gonna call that man again. You called him again. I ain't calling Shorty again. She was over your crib. I ain't gonna pick up this habit again, and you been picking it up all week. We hold everybody else accountable. Somebody step on your shoe. You want to go to 1,000. They touch your hip. You ready to go crazy. Touch your car. Same thing. But when you play yourself, or you allow people to play with you, you ain't giving yourself no punishment. Not giving yourself no punishment. It's something to think about. We want more for ourselves. We want to say we're going to do this different. If this happened, once we do this, when we do that, execute what you got to do. Set you up a game plan. You have the means. You have the capacity. You just need the confidence. A lot of us think we got to be real smart or have a lot more money, a lot more of this, a lot more of that. Resources is there. It's the confidence to do it. Don't you deserve it? Don't you feel like you're worth it? Don't you feel as though you're somebody? Actions speak louder than words, right? Those are things that we fight so hard on. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like every day, every morning, no exaggeration, whether I'm at work, counseling, or not. I take 3 minutes of the day. I exercise gratitude. I go over things that I'm thankful for. I go over take another 3 minutes over things that I'm thankful in my life, like the people. I go over things that I'm thankful for, take about 3 to 4 minutes. I take another 3 minutes over the people that I have that I'm thankful in my life. I go over my goals, whether it's an inch, whether it's a centimeter, whether it's a foot or a yard. I exercise that gratitude. Then I'll take a time and find 2 or 3 people in my phone that I want to thank in a more descriptive fashion. I prime my day, uplifting, motivational music. I got a notebook. I have a gratitude book this thick, no exaggeration. So when I start to feel doubtful or any issues, I open up that book. And it reminds me how far I came, what I overcame, the adversity I've been through. Because adversity builds character. For every flower or plant has to grow, what they got to go through? Dirt. So we thinking, oh, why you? Remember, why not you? It's going to make sense later. You're going to get that lesson. You're going to get that message. You're going to get that blessing. We complain. Oh, I have people that argue with me so much. Oh, it's so cold. Be thankful that you can feel. Talk to a quadriplegic person. Talk to a paraplegic person. They'll do anything they can to feel what you're feeling right now. Think about a person. Oh, my housemate is talk to a homeless person. Or a person that's walking. Just remember, we prayed for this very thing that we wanted as of right now. We asked for this moment. We asked for this moment to be this for us, to have this. Take the running water, food. It may not be the best, clothing. It may not be the best, but you have it, though. But you have it. Like I said, I volunteer at Unity Hospice, Children's Hospitals, halfway houses, and I've been around the people who don't have anything. And it changed my perspective a lot. I used to be very ungrateful, used to get so wrapped up over things that's happening. Then I started sitting back and remembering that I didn't have what I have now. So what I got to complain about? So am I complaining, oh, I'm mad about my job. Be thankful that you have a job. You have some type of income. It may not be the best. You can change that. Oh, my car, but you're in a vehicle. You're in a vehicle. Come on. Something to think about. We complain. We got to complain it down to a science. This ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right. But what is right? What is going good for you? Who do you have in your life? You got your peace of mind. You got your freedom. You got your livelihood. You can laugh. We have social media. Back then, it wasn't none of this. It wasn't no open opportunity. It wasn't no means. It wasn't no resources. Segregation was back then, right? We got a means now. Integration, more over anything. We got privileges that we take advantage of because it's not $1 million or it's not 1 million followers. So what? This don't dictate your character. Your self-esteem, your family is priceless. That's what's important. That joy, that peace, that happiness, different. You can teach so many, but we take advantage of and do it for the wrong. Exactly. I see people that get mad and they jump on these social media platforms and they get mad because they only have 3 or 4 likes. The right people gonna come along when they gonna come along. The ones you're gonna influence or impact or do a business play with, they won't come along. Patience. See, it's a microwave society. See, but it's really crock pot. That's what lasts longer though. Think about all those meals for around the holidays that come around. You can't find them at McDonald's. Those rare opportunities is where it's at. Everybody want to be a diamond until it's time to get cut. Everybody want to be a diamond until it's time to get cut. That's the reality of things. But yeah, I'm gonna be ready to hop off in the next few minutes because I got a few clients finna pull up, so. But yeah, I appreciate some of the ones that stopped on here on these different platforms I'm on and stuff or whatever. So I'm gonna probably check back in based on my time though. So all right, I'm finna get ready to sign off.